What is good? This is a Nuchannel sports show. You see our lovely faces today. We are on YouTube doing our NFL special. We are so excited to do this. We will be covering every single division in the NFL. And before I get into all that, I'm joined by the great co-host, a phenomenal human being who helps us out so much with Nuchannel Sports because he's a part of Nuchannel Sports. Big Lo, what's good, homie?
What's good? It's Big Lo coming down the next time. Look, man, it's been a little minute, bro.
It's been a little while, but we're back here on YouTube. You know, we normally do takedowns on YouTube.
Yes,
we also do some We Takes on YouTube. We haven't done face-to-face. We'll show you our faces. We normally show you our faces on Afro Vibes TV.
That's right.
When we record a show each and every single week. Check out Afro Vibes TV on your Roku or your Fire Stick. We also have podcasts. We'll get into all that later. But we are here today covering the NFC South. If you're not a fan of the NFC South, still stick around because we will eventually get to a division near you. When I mention the NFC South, Lo, I mean, who's the first team you think of?
I mean, while we've been having this discussion, you already know, man, it's all about the New England. Here I go again. Every time we talk about Tom Brady, I got this man in my mind. I keep talking about New England. It's all about Tampa Bay, bro. It's all about Tampa Bay. It's enough said. That's all we need to talk about in discussion. Video's over, bro.
Yeah. And for most divisions, we're going to talk about who we think is going to win and all that. I think we're both in agreement. The Bucs are going to win this division, right?
We already know. Yes, absolutely.
All right. So we'll get to the Bucs a little later on in this NFC South preview show. But let's start off with the Carolina Panthers. They switched quarterbacks this offseason, and they now have Sam Darnold from the New York Jets. If I was going to play word association with you, Sam Darnold leaving the Jets, now Carolina Panther, means what, Lo?
About time. As I've always said about the New York Jets, and there's a handful of other franchises that, fall into this category. They're not a very good franchise. They're not very well run. They've been bad for a long time now. They've had bad luck. They've had terrible luck with quarterbacks. So when I say it's about time that he left. Now he goes to a team where he actually has a chance to do something.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Panthers are a good team. They did some work on the offensive line. They really revamped the offense. They did a lot of work on the offensive line, number one. And then number two, they got their quarterback, their guy, in Sam Darnold. And I'm with you. It is about time that we've seen him in a situation where he could potentially be successful. You think about Robbie Anderson being there, and you think about that running back, Christian McCaffrey, being there. That dude is a beast. Fantasy football beast, but more than that, probably you can put in the top two best running backs in the NFL, a great weapon for Sam Darnold. So let's play. We're going to do this for every team in every division when we cover them. Over under 6 wins for the Carolina Panthers this season, based on all the moves they made during the offseason.
I say over 6 wins. Over 6 wins.
You believe in them, bro?
Yeah, but just barely. You didn't ask me how many wins over. You think I think they're gonna get?
Yeah. So you're saying 7 wins then? Basically.
I'm saying 7 wins. That's right.
Actually, I'm with you. I do like 7 wins for this team because of the revamped offensive line and that quarterback. I'm with you. And that, for me, that's really best case scenario. I don't see them winning more than 7 games this season. Worst case scenario, I see this team possibly being a 4 to 5 win team, bro.
I do. I couldn't agree with you. I mean, they have a number of big matchups coming up, but I don't see them winning more. They have a possibility of splitting the division. They're always I think there's always a chance. I like the moves that they've made on offense. They do have some pretty decent players on offense. Defense is always going to be right about average. So I think that they're always going to be in games. I don't think there's going to be a team that's going out to anybody very much. So I could see that happening, but I see them winning at the least probably 5 or 6, but at the most 7.
Yeah, I'm with you with that. Shifting over to the Atlanta side of things in the NFL South, the Atlanta Falcons. Ever since that Super Bowl, it's been down. Actually, not even just the Super Bowl. Ever since 28-3, bro. It's been downhill from there for the Atlanta Falcons. But now they have traded their stalwart, their icon, Julio Jones, bro. I don't know about you. I'm real torn about that because he's such a great receiver, but at the same time, you could tell things were coming to an end. How do you feel about the Julio Jones trade for the Atlanta Falcons?
I can say I was surprised by it. I mean, this is the face of the franchise, the face of Atlanta. Julio Jones is synonymous with the Atlanta Falcons. It's like Mike Vick is synonymous with the Atlanta Falcons. This is a player who you saw you can build a franchise around. And with the moves that they made, especially when picking up that great tight end, that rookie tight end that they have, you thought that, okay, well, this is the team that's got all the offensive firepower. But it's disappointing that he left, but I'm not mad at him because this man's chasing the championship. And I don't see Atlanta winning the championship anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm with you. But there is somebody from Atlanta that we both love, that tight end. I'll let you take over because I remember when he was drafted, you were basically clapping saying, this is that dude. So they did lose Julio Jones, but they have a phenomenal tight end coming in.
They do. Amazing tight end in Kyle Pitts. I mean, this guy is coming in. This is, he was compared to Megatron. And as we know, Megatron was just inducted into the Hall of Fame, right? This is who this guy's compared to. He's got all the measurables. The guy's got a great wingspan. When you talk about Kyle Pitts, they still have Russell Cage, who's a pretty decent third receiver. They have Calvin Ridley. And then you're just missing, that component, Julio Jones. I mean, this offense is set, right? Now, we probably had issues with the offensive line, which we don't know, how it's going to go with this particular team. But, I mean, this would have been a great situation for Julio Jones in that offense to put up great numbers.
Yeah, I'm with you. It would have been good, but thinking with Coach Smith coming in there, I think that was actually a really good hire. May have been one of the best coaching hires during this cycle. I love the coach there. And they still have Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has moments. He has seasons where he's elite. So we'll do a little high for them. Over under 8 wins for the Atlanta Falcons. I'll start. I think they'll be below that. I don't think they're quite getting to 8. And I just lauded their coach too. I think they have a phenomenal coach. They'll be fine. But the reason why I'm not giving them that many wins is when you look around that team, you don't see a lot of special players. And they don't have a great roster. I can't call them top heavy because they're not that. And I can't call them great either. So what do you call them? They're all right. They're an I-8 team. I-8 teams on the NFL win about 7 games.
That's true. I mean, this is a team that I don't see them winning any more than, 7 at the most. But yeah, I mean, this is a 5-win team. I mean, it's not a very easy schedule. This would be a very, very competitive, schedule for them. It's not easy at all. They have no defense virtually. They didn't make any moves to improve their defense. So they may score some points, but they're not going to stop anybody.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on that. And from Atlanta Falcons, we go to their biggest rival, those New Orleans Saints. The Saints are coming to town. Who that? Who that saying they're going to beat them Saints?
Chris, I ain't trying to hear all that, man. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I ain't trying to hear
I'm a Texan fan, or we'll see about that. But I feel you on that. But the Saints, they lost their stalwart, their icon, Drew Brees, and now they got Eat a Dub. They got Jameis Winston, who we assume is going to be the starting quarterback for that team. Is he going to be the starting quarterback for that team? Are we certain about that?
I'm putting my name on it, man. Yeah, he's going to be the starter of this team. Yeah. I mean, this is an established veteran. Look, we can talk about all the goofy stuff Jameis may be doing. We can talk about all that stuff, but at the end of the day, the guy's got an arm. The guy's throwing a lot of touchdown passes. He's throwing a lot of passes to the other team as well, right? But if he's learned anything, he spent a year under Drew Brees. If he's learned 2% of what Drew Brees knows, this guy's going to be a far better starting quarterback than Taysom Hill.
Yeah, I'm with you. The biggest thing for the Saints, everybody's going to talk about Drew Brees because that was the headline, but it was really their cap trouble and some of the defensive players that they lost this summer because they simply didn't have the cap space. And then you think about their top wide receiver, Michael Thomas. He may not even be ready for the start of the season. So when you look at somebody like Jameis Winston, he's used to having great receivers around him. He had Chris Godwin and Evans in Tampa Bay. And now he's with the Saints. And normally you associate the Saints having weapons, but Cook is gone. Thomas is hurt. Sanders left. It's really just him and Kamara as far as big-time players. So for that team, I believe in Sean Payton. I believe in that team. So I'm bumping up the over-under. Over-under 10 wins for the Saints coming into this season. I'll let you start on this one.
You know, you bring up a really good point, and that's that offense. I don't know. They don't have enough offensive firepower. You know, initially when you look at this team, you look at the defensive play that they have, I think they're still going to be solid on defense. Initially, I was looking at them as still a 10 or 11 win team, but when you just really look at the lack of offensive power, no tight end that we know of. They have only Alvin Kamara, and Michael Thomas is not going to be available. Okay, and then who's that second and third receiver? That offense might struggle for a little bit. So for me, we're probably looking at an average team. We're probably looking at an 8-win team.
Yeah, and we've been going under all day, but I'm with you 100%. I'm definitely going under. This is an average team. But this is the thing, though. When you have Sean Payton and you have a quarterback like a Jameis Winston, who I'm going to assume is going to start, right? You have a chance, essentially. Particularly if he cuts down on his turnovers. If he cuts down on his turnovers, this team has a great chance at winning 10-plus games this season with all the issues going along. And I'm going to assume that Michael Thomas is able to come back healthy. And if he does, they will be phenomenal. Bro, let's get to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the class of this division. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm going to let you start, bro. And actually, my question is this. Are they going undefeated? Because everybody's saying how great they are. They're going undefeated, right?
No, they're not going to go undefeated. There's going to be a team out there that matches up with all that offensive firepower. There's a team out there. There's a team that's going to be able to break through that offensive line and sack Tom Brady and make him look average. So no, they're not going to go undefeated. It's just not going to happen. But are they going to the Super Bowl? Yeah, I think they're going to the Super Bowl, bro. I'm giving it. Look, when the NFL changes all the time, right? But when you bring back all 22 of your starters, you bring back your backup quarterback. That's unprecedented in the NFL, right? You brought back all those same players who are motivated, and you have Tom Brady, who always has a chip on his shoulder, although he's the best quarterback ever. Still rolls with a chip on his shoulder. Oh man, we got that kind of leader on your team, man. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna will that team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got me. And what really surprised me this offseason was their ability to bring back both tight ends, Shaq and Levante David. I'm surprised they brought back both. I thought they were only going to get one of those guys. They got them both back, bro. They essentially were able to pay everybody. Leonard Fournette is back. Gronkowski is back. Antonio Brown is back. And from what we've heard, he sounds as if he's not only in a better place mentally, but he's also been great physically. But now he's ready to play football. So they're a great team. Week 1, they play your Dallas Cowboys. Are you predicting an upset? Cowboys beat the Bucs week 1?
You know, it's just like the Cowboys to rise to the occasion and win a game like this. But I'm gonna take this. My team's gonna take it down. It ain't gonna be a blowout. It's not gonna be anything like that. We're gonna be competitive because the Cowboys are always competitive. We'll probably fall a little bit short, but I'm taking Tampa Bay winning against my Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I definitely have Tampa Bay beating the Cowboys rather handily, honestly, in week 1.
Handily?
I want to,
handily, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Well,
come on.
In
man.
the NFL, that means more than 7 points. That's a beatdown in the NFL. You get beat by more than 7 points.
Okay, I'm thinking 14, 21 to 28 points.
I don't think it'll be that big, but if you lose by more than 7 points in the NFL, particularly, we talk about spreads and things of that nature, that's a big one, right? So I expect them to win by 7+ points against the Cowboys. I will tell you this. I agree with you. Don't see them going undefeated, but I will tell you the week they're going to lose. Coming into the season. Don't hold me to this. I might change my pick.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
They're going to go play New England Patriots, bro. That's the week I'm picking them to lose. There is no way. You don't
think Tom Brady's going to beat Bill Belichick up there?
No way, Bill Belichick. So first of all, he's already won a Super Bowl without Bill. There's no way he's going to let this dude, Tom Brady, come and beat him after already winning a Super Bowl without him, there's no way Tom Brady's going to beat Belichick. Not happening this season. No way.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. Tom's pretty vicious, bro. He's vicious. Yeah, look, too much offense. I can see Cam, really rising to the occasion, though. But there's too much there. There's too much emotion. He's won a Super Bowl. Tom still wants to prove a point. Not only did I win the Super Bowl without you, but I'm gonna come to my old house that you still living in. I'm gonna whoop your ass in your house too. I'm gonna whoop your ass in my old house and in the house that you currently living in. That's Tom Brady, bro.
Yeah, and that's the momentum that Tom's gonna have. That's the thought process. But Bill Belichick is not happening. If he's got to deflate those balls, if he's got to do something, he will do it. They're not going to beat the Patriots. Mark my word. Mark the tape. But from what I hear, we both have the Bucs going to at least getting out of the NFC South as the division champs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's do some real quick rapid fire before we wrap up this video. I'm going to ask you some real quick questions. Give me some quick answers. Best addition in the NFC South, best player to come in the offseason, best offseason addition in the NFC South. What you got?
Best offseason, it's that number, man, Kyle Pitts. Yeah. Best addition.
Yeah, and that was easy for me. Best coach in the division.
Oh, Sean Payton.
Over Bruce Arians, bro?
Yeah. Look, okay. Man.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
No, I'm Sean Payton.
This was a little tough. Best city with food. Best city with food, player.
I mean, it's gotta be New Orleans.
Yeah, it wasn't really that hard.
It has to be New Orleans.
We could have shown Atlanta some love, but nah, it's definitely
no. Maybe Tennessee was in that division. We could Tennessee with the barbecue and all that, man. But
there you go. Okay, sir, that is a wrap with this show. That was an NFC South preview. If you like what you heard, stick around. We'll have more previews for the divisions. Also, if you like what you heard, check out our podcast, Nuchannel Sports. You can catch our podcast at nuchannelsports.net, not .com, .net. Nuchannel spelled NU, channelsports.net. We have the radio show. We have podcasts. We have a show you can see our faces. Afro Vibes TV. You can catch us on Instagram. Am I missing something, Lo?
Man, we all over the place. I think you got it, man.
Yes, sir. We will catch y'all next time for the next preview show. Likely, what do you want to do next? What preview show do you want next? Let us know. We'll do that. We're coming to a city near you, to a division near you. We'll see y'all soon.